Macedonia 150, and today I'm going to do a, sorry it's a bit late, but video response to Novabugs Friday Foursome on gaming regrets. Now the first regret I have is when I went to Spain once. I could have got to Spain for one day, right? Right, so yeah. So there was a shop and there weren't many DS games available at the time, and obviously in Spain there wasn't many shops selling them either. And the games I picked up was pretty, well, not essentially bad games, but they're not the best for what I paid for them. And there was Pac Pix, a weird drawing-like game with Pac-Man in it. Would have been a fun game, but unfortunately it has kind of wonky controls and involves a touchscreen a lot, and it's not responsive enough sometimes, so you sometimes fail just because you don't register the things you're doing on it, which is annoying. And Yoshi Touch and Go. Now I thought Yoshi Touch and Go would be like Yoshi's Island on the Super Nintendo, because, you know, it looks like it. Though for some reason when Nintendo made the game, they decided to make it like some weird score attack game. So you just start as Baby Mario falling from the sky, then Yoshi picks you up, and then the game just scrolls forward automatically, and you use the touchscreen to like aim and fire eggs and stuff at enemies. While the game works perfectly fine, here's the problem. That's the entire game. There's no story to the game. There's no like real modes to the game. It's just a high score game. And since it was about something like £35 for it probably at the time, it's quite a lot of money for a game. It's just a game where you get points on, and that's all they did on it. I thought it'd be like the proper Yoshi games, because that's what it looks like by the box. Yeah. Weirdly enough, the actual aiming mechanic they used in that game was not actually in the DS Yoshi's Island game. Go figure. And then went back to normal controls. Right, the second one, and unfortunately a lot of these kind of sort of in a way where involve my middle brother. I'm not against my middle brother or anything, but is when he sold Skull Monkeys on the PS1. I like this game, and it was a pain to find again. I was just wondering. It took me it's been like 8+ years to find a used copy of this in a store. Again, I think it only cost me about £10, but at the same time it took me that long of a time to find another copy of this game. I don't know if it's really rare or I just got really unlucky in my area, but I'm glad I found a copy eventually though. But I used to be on a habit of selling these games if I didn't like them, which is something I never did with mine and still don't do. There's like one game I actually got rid of, I can remember one game I actually really properly got rid of, and that was the original PS1 version of Darkstalk for something else, but that was it. And I've got another system now anyway, so that's not a big deal. Right, so the third one, this is probably, now sadly I was sort of in a signed away cheating here because I couldn't figure out exactly for me, so some of these are about my brother, sorry, but right, so when we got a PS2, well, actually we got a PS2, it was just Grandad actually won us a rugby game for the PS2 from a competition from the newspaper, but we didn't have a PS2 at the time. So we went to Toys R Us and bought one, and unfortunately the only model I had at the time, like bundle model, was one that came with Smuggler's Run and a steering wheel. Unfortunately the steering wheel got played with like about 3 times, maybe not even that. And my brother just left it under his bed and jumped up and down on his bed and broke it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not too proud of that, but I don't know, maybe he is. And the last one is when we went to Spain again, my brother bought a new handheld system, the Neo Geo Pocket Color. Now that's actually a good system, it's not a bad system. Though the place he bought it only had 2 games for it, one called Crush Roller, which was a sequel to an old arcade game, and Pac-Man. We said, new controller add-on included, which literally just was a little plastic ring stuck on the D-pad, the stick of the game to make it move better. That's not, and he picked Pac-Man. And why was that a problem? Pac-Man on the Neo Geo Pocket Color is essentially just the arcade version of the original Pac-Man, with 0 extras. I think a few months later he had to, well, we did play other games on it, there wasn't ours. One of my cousins. But that's the only machine, only game he ever had for the system, and if he sold it at a car boot sale. So, yeah. This is the other games for it, but he just never bought any for it. So yeah, that's, well, my gaming regrets, even though only 2 of them really about, well, only 2 of them essentially affected me, and, well, I suppose 3 did. I never really bothered with the steering wheel. So anyway, thank you for watching. Oops, sorry about that.